Taegeuk refers to the source of everything in the universe, and the universal law in which everything continuously goes through cycles of creation and destruction. Pumse Taegeuk symbolizes the root principle of universal philosophy and is constructed by applying the truth inherent in Taegeuk's yin and yang principles. Taegeuk Samjang stands for E of the 8 trigrams and symbolizes fire, which represents heat, brightness, and vitality. Taegeuk Samjang is also the last stage of the initiatory training, where you learn to move the center of your body in a stable manner, achieve harmonious movement of the body, and cultivate dexterity. We will now take a look at the Pumse of Taegeuk Samjang. Taegeuk Samjang consists of 4 key moves, namely 손날 앉히기, 손날 바깥맞기, 뒷굽이, and double jirugi. These are the 4 key moves of Taegeuk Samjang. We will now take a closer look at each of the key moves of Taegeuk Samjang. Before explaining 손날 앉히기, we will first look at ways to make the hand blade 손날. The hand blade, used in the move, extends from the wrist to the first joint of the little finger. First, open your hand. Place the 4 fingers from the index to the little finger together. Then, bend the tip of the thumb and place it on top of the first joint of the index finger. And bend the tips a little inward. After making the hand blade as described, place the wrist of the thrusting arm at shoulder level and the supporting arm at the solar plexus level. Next, slightly twist your torso and perform the 손날 앉히기 move by pulling both elbows towards your body. After completing the 손날 앉히기, place your supporting hand back at the wrist. The wrist of the striking hand should be straight, and your hand blade should be raised near your neck level. 손날 바깥맞기 is also a technique that uses the hand blade in the same way as the previous move. You protect the body from the inside out and begin with 2 arms crossed in front of the chest. The defending arm and supporting arm should be placed on the outside and inside respectively when the arms are crossed. The tip of the hand of the defending arm should not be above the shoulder when defending, and the elbow should face downward. Be careful not to let the wrist bend, and the hand blade should not be outside the end of the line extending from the torso. When doing the 뒷굽이 posture, your feet should form a 90-degree angle, and the direction of your knees and feet should be identical. The center of your body should be 2/3 towards the back. Move your left foot 1 step forward, and stand low like you would for 주춤서기. Double jirugi is just what the name implies, 2 jirugi moves in succession. Control your breath and quickly perform the jirugi as if pulling your elbows to your waist. The force exerted and speed of your arms must be in balance. These are the 4 key moves of Taegeuk Samjang. We will now look at the moves in succession connecting each move. The key moves of Taegeuk Samjang, first part, consists of wen aremaki, oren apchagi, and double jirugi. Oren aremaki, wen apchagi, and double jirugi. Oren sonnar anchigi, and wen sonnar anchigi. When performing oren apchagi, bend your legs using momentum and first touch the ground with your front sole. Then quickly continue with oren jirugi while breathing once your rear sole touches the ground. The important thing is to quickly connect the jirugi moves. You can achieve this by controlling your breath, removing unnecessary force, and making use of your spinning torso. When performing doratiki, push on the ground with your front foot, shifting your weight on the hind foot, and naturally turn around and set your foot. When moving your center forward 1 step during wen apsogi and oren anchigi, move your left hand back and place 1 fist above the shoulder. Naturally straighten your right arm forward, set your right foot 1 step forward, then perform oren apsogi and wen sonnar anchigi. Naturally straighten your right arm forward, then perform anchigi, pulling your right elbow to your waist while doing this. Cautions for Taegeuk Samjang, first part. Taking a closer look. When connecting apchagi and double jirugi, the sole of the kicking foot should touch the ground first, followed by the rear sole. When performing double jirugi, be careful not to exert unnecessary force. Use only muscular strength. We will now practice the moves of Taegeuk Samjang, first part in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Taegeuk Samjang, second part, consist of wen sonnar pakatmaki, oren jirugi, oren sonnar pakatmaki, wen jirugi, oren anmaki, and wen anmaki. During sonnar pakatmaki, the hand blade is used to defend by striking and is also intended to hold the opponent. Push on the ground with your right foot from the oren duikubi position and move your left foot forward about 1.5 steps. The transition to wen apgubi. Shift your weight to your left foot. Raise the rear sole of your left foot and spin your heel using the sole as an axis. Then move and set your right foot to complete the duikubi. When moving your center forward during wen apsogi and oren anmaki, you can perform the preparatory move by moving your left hand back and placing it about 1 fist above the shoulder, then naturally straightening your right arm forward. The right arm must naturally straighten forward, and then the oren apsogi and wen anmaki can be performed by moving 1 step forward when doing this. Cautions for Taegeuk Samjang, second part, taking a closer look. Be careful not to perform doradiki with your rear sole. When connecting to jirugi after duikubi sonnar pakatmaki, do not perform jirugi after shifting your weight backwards. We will now practice the moves of Taegeuk Samjang Part 2 in succession while watching the video. The key moves of Taegeuk Samjang, third part, consist of wen aremaki, oren apchagi, and double jirugi, oren aremaki, and wen apchagi and double jirugi. We will now practice the moves of Taegeuk Samjang, third part, in succession slowly while watching the video. The key moves of Taegeuk Samjang, fourth part, consist of wen aremaki and oren jirugi, oren aremaki and wen jirugi, wen apchagi and wen aremaki and oren jirugi, oren apchagi and oren maki and wen jirugi. Control your breath after aremaki and continue with oren jirugi by pulling the left below. I will try to explain the flow of the last moves of Taegeuk Samjang for easier understanding. Fold your legs using the momentum right after apchagi, and at the same time prepare for aremaki. You can then quickly connect the next aremaki and jirugi and add the shout. We will now practice the moves of Taegeuk Samjang, fourth part, in succession slowly while watching the video. This concludes the training for Taegeuk Samjang. We will take another look at all the moves and master Pumse. We have looked at the key moves of Taegeuk Samjang and provided thorough explanations for each move and things to watch out for. Please focus on cultivating a harmonious movement of your body with dexterity while concentrating on the meaning of Taegeuk Samjang, symbolizing vitality and brightness. We will see you again in the Taegeuk Samjang video. Thanks for watching.